And let's take a look at Greg Maddux, or should we say the magician. He's a control pitcher that works the corner. Good movement on his fastball. Mind 2 days ago how he's going to make every pitch in every situation.
Works quickly as always and strikes him out.
That's what he does so well. He ends it with a great changeup. This is the first pitch, a changeup that moves away from the left-handed hitter.
The shortstop, Edgar Renteria, bounces one over the mound and by Lockhart into center field for a base hit. It's no surprise to see someone wailing away on the first pitch against Maddux. He's not going to walk you, so you might as well swing at the first one that looks good.
But that was the game plan the Houston Astros.
The runner goes on 2-1. Here's the throw from Eddie Perez. He bounces it there, and Renteria has stolen it on ball 3.
You can get a good jump on Maddux.
In a whole lot of pain, but able to answer the bell for game 1 as Maddox's personal catcher. Got him to go after a pitch in the dirt for his second strikeout of the inning.
It looked like another change of pace from Maddux. Here it is one more time. 89 miles per hour, 3 inches down, 2 inches away, and it comes back.
Hit hard, and it goes through McGriff's legs. The bases will be loaded at least, and Renteria stops at third on what has to be scored an error on Fred McGriff.
The outside corner, and Bruce Fremming is not given that pitch here in the first inning.
2-1 pitch. Chipper Jones has it skipped by him. 1 run is home. Here comes Sheffield to score, and they're going to wave Conine around as well. The play at the plate, the ball gets through Perez, and 3 runs score on a ball that very well could have been fielded by Chipper Jones. Maddox defense betraying him here in the first.
It's 84 miles an hour, and it moved down 5 inches.
A called strike 3. Maddox struck out the side, but on a double by Moises Alou that clears the bases. The Marlins lead 3-0.
And right-hander Kevin Brown with a 3-0 lead. Great sinking fastball. Change up every once in a while.
Stake to a 3-0 lead. Hit sharply to short. Renteria scoops it up. Little time to waste with Lofton running, 1 out.
3 sinking fastballs that time.
The 1-2 pitch is lined toward the gap in right center field. It gets down for a hit and maybe extra bases. Lockhart cruises into second with a 1-out double. A broken bat roller scooped up by Conine. Lockhart to third as Jones is retired.
Perfect pitch there. He got that slider right in on his hand, and that's what he's going to try to do the entire series. That's the way they're going to pitch Jones.
And a 3-1 fastball away that he missed.
The payoff is slapped through the left side, and the Braves are on the board.
This is good hitting by McGriff, and we showed you the graphic game for him. I mean, there's a lot of adrenaline flowing here in the first inning.
Lesko going 3-0-2.
We'll never know. He walks him on 4 pitches. 2 of the best control artists in the game. Maddux, one of the best of all time, pitching behind on the count in the first inning.
And this crowd really into it here tonight in the opening inning.
There they go, and here it comes. And the bases are loaded. Swings on the first one. Slow roller. Charging is Bonilla. Throws on the run, and they're out of the inning. The Braves score 1, but leave 3. This is in trouble, and it looks like Fremming isn't doing him any favors in terms of the strike zone. Which is not to say he's miscalling the pitches. He's just not giving him any advantage. And Counsell starts the second with the 3rd hit off Maddux.
Maddux is going to lay one in there. I mean, to let a guy take a whack at the first one anyway, it's going to be a fastball strike.
Now he squares and gets a bunt down. It's a good one. Maddux Maddux to Lockhart covering at first. Successful sacrifice. 3 unearned runs in the top of the first. Atlanta got 1 back in their half. And he goes down on strikes for the second time.
Same pitch.
That change of pace again.
When he's throwing the ball.
In the air to right. Michael Tucker is under this. And he's got it for the third out. No runs a hit. A man is left. And we're back after this. With a capacity of just over 50,000. And here's Kevin Brown hitting Jeff Blauser to start the bottom of the second. He hit 14 men, as Bob Uecker mentioned at the beginning of the game. That's the most in the National League. There's the former Texas Philly and Cleveland Indian manager. He tries to bunt with 2 strikes, and it goes in the book as a strikeout.
Lofton able to get out of the way.
The runner goes on 3-2, and it's hit hard, but Counsell gobbles it up and gets Lofton at first.
And that's why they have him in there. They want some better defense at second base. Kurt Abbott is a better hitter.
Blauser in scoring position with 2 out for Keith Lockhart, who doubled to right center his first time up. In the air to left center. Alou on the run, and Moises Alou gets there to end the inning. Blauser is stranded, still 3-1 Florida.
Doing it, so very good at doing it.
His 1-1 pitch is hit deep to center field. Lofton going back to the track, to the wall, and off the edge of his glove. Sheffield on his way to second. Now thinking about 3. And he's in there. That's the kind of play, although by no means routine,
At 3-2.
couldn't get him to bite. The second walk of the night issued by Maddux.
So, but because it's Kevin Brown and they're down 3-1, they may not give up another run to the plate.
Conine serves one into right. Tucker comes racing in, makes the catch, takes it to the plate. Sheffield drew a throw, but he's not going anywhere. And if he had been so bold, he would have been out by about 20 feet. Here with Chicago, then won 3 more in his first 3 years with the Braves. A slow roller. It'll be very tough to get to. Their only play is at first. Alou is out, but he gets credit for his 4th RBI of the night as Sheffield comes across. Line drive on the chalk and in there for a base hit that will make it 5-1. Johnson with an RBI double. And the Marlins lead Maddux and the Braves at Turner Field 5-1 in Game 1. 5 unearned runs off Greg Maddux.
His defense has betrayed him in this ball game, but he is not throwing as well as he was against the Astros on Tuesday. Plus, some of these Marlin hitters are a little better hitters than the...
Tell you anything at all, Joe?
Well, the call strikes.
Well, he gets Brown swinging, and we'll let you elaborate on that when we come back. 2 more for Florida to up the advantage to 5-1. Kevin Brown in front of Greg Maddux, 5-1. On the first pitch, here's a high drive to center. This ball is carrying. This ball is way back and gone beyond the leap of Devon White.
The scouting report said beware of the fastball out for Devon White and the yellow line for a home run.
Now Fred McGriff chops one to Conine, who retires him unassisted.
Boy, what an easy swing by Chipper Jones. And there you see the flight of that ball getting out of here left side.
Just missed inside. And Tucker walks for the second straight time. Tomorrow, catch the swing and a miss, and that'll finish Lopez and the Braves in the bottom of the third. They get one back on the Chipper Jones home run, and we'll be back after these messages from your local station. Devon White, who has struck out twice against Greg Maddux, runs up to drop a bunt, and Javi Lopez pounces on it and takes care of him at first.
Well, he finally got a good point
to win 20. He'll be way up there in the Cy Young voting, but the best guess is he will not win his 5th this year. And he spears that one. That's why he's won 7 consecutive Gold Gloves.
Well, he said if they can't catch it, I'll have to catch it myself.
Hey, if there's any hitter in the American League or National League that I'd rather not knock down, it's this guy.
This ball is hit hard to center. Lofton got a late break on the ball, but closes ground to make the catch. Maddux looking back, wondering what's going on behind him tonight.
3-2. Bruce Fleming just said no, that he fouled that ball. It's 2-2, I believe.
Blauser whacks one into center. There's a leadoff hit.
With some guys, a guy like Kevin Brown who throws so hard and has that ball pour in on you.
This ball is hugging the line. Somebody better pick it up in a hurry, and finally Charles Johnson does, to Counsell covering as Blauser moves up on the sacrifice.
Well, that's
0 for 2. A liner speared by Conine, throws in behind the runner, and there's a double play. So just like that, Blauser is erased, and the DP ends it in the 4th. Tonight, did you decipher anything in those figures?
Yes, he usually gets more called strikes than he had in that situation.
And he gets one there to finish Bonilla.
Couple at bat, and that's the way Maddux is. He usually gets a lot of called strikes. Away from Bonilla that time.
Toward the hole, Blauser to his right, backhands and throws, and gets it. This series continues tomorrow afternoon at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific.
Pitch to hit fair. I mean, if they're inside that much and the Lou crowds the plate the way he does, it's tough to hit it fair.
Maddux has it, and he works his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Up come the Braves in the last half of the 5th, trailing 5-2. Conine. Brown covers, 1 out. Here's what Chipper Jones did his last time up. Swings on the first one. Another chance for Conine. This one he'll take by himself. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Now looking ahead, it's 5-2. We're only in the 5th.
And Brown over the last 7 days, I mean, this is not going to hurt him at all. I mean, he needs the work, and they've got the lead, and you're right, Joe.
Hits sharply, and Counsell picks it up and throws him out. Tough chance for Craig Counsell, but a 1-2-3 inning for Brown.
This guy really controls a game from time to time as far as your whole running situation goes.
Fans for the second time tonight. That's the 7th strikeout for Greg Maddux. Here's the pitch sequence against him.
Off-season and big league pitcher during the summer.
But isn't that the essence of espionage, to go unnoticed?
I don't know about perfumes, but
Blauser leaps but can't get it. And Counsell has his second hit of the night. Luckily, short-circuiting a conversation that was headed for nowhere. Despite the fact that he's trailing here 5-2, let's get you to elaborate on that. Brown looking to bunt, pops it up. Maddux lets it drop, and then wheels and gets the play at second base to exchange Counsell for Brown.
But he almost made a mistake. He looked at first base, and I don't know why.
You talk about guys that Warren Spahn, I mean, a guy that was equal to anybody in all of baseball history.
Devon White skies one to left. Ryan Klesko in pursuit, and Klesko leaping after after nearly misjudging the ball and takes it at the edge of the track. No fielding clinic tonight by the Braves, but it's still 5-2.
In that kind of a category, and put Greg Maddux in there, certainly one day he'll probably be there, but a totally different game plan.
Klesko lost one to left. He has great power in that direction, and he just lost one. Has walked for the third time tonight. Tomorrow on NBC.
Happens here now.
Javi Lopez, who hit 23 homers this year, hits one to center. Shallow. Here comes Devon White, waving everybody off to make the catch.
Devon White, one of those center fielders at the crack of the bat. You know if that ballpark or the ball is catchable. He's got such a great gait.
Would be used out of the bullpen. He's the Game 4 starter, but could be used out of the bullpen either tonight or tomorrow and still pitch Game 4 as a starter. This could be a double play ball. Counsell has trouble with it, and they'll settle for one as Renteria is cut down by Michael Tucker. And he bounces the 3-1 pitch to Counsell. That finishes the Braves in the 6th. They get a run on the leadoff homer by Klesko. They creep to within 2.
Some live action before he makes his first start in this series.
But when you've got Maddux and you've got Glavine and you've got Smoltz, all of whom have been Cy Young Award winners, Maddux 4 times, Nagel has to wait.
And he was hit by the pitch.
Renteria will emerge from this game wearing a Purple Heart.
Fooled him a little bit. With an 80-mile-an-hour changeup.
Renteria breaks again, and this one is whistled into center field for a hit. Renteria wheels around second. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
That ball almost handcuffed Kenny Lofton in center field on the bounce.
And he pops it into shallow center field. Blauser out, Lofton in. Lofton calls him off, makes the catch, and the runners will hold.
He went out of the strike zone there. That pitch was up and out of the strike zone.
First and third, one out now. Conine, who's 0 for 3, swings on the first one, and here's a fly into shallow right. Renteria with good speed tags. Tucker makes the catch. They'll challenge him. The throw on the way, and he is out.
They're trying to do is get to the 9th inning so they can bring in Rob Nen. So it'll be up to Dennis Cook.
And Lofton pops it up. He's going to be 0 for 4 and now 2 for 17 in the postseason after slumping in the season's last 3 weeks coming into the divisional series and now the LCS. Leaves on the long end of a 5-3 score. Raise him, it did.
Got him.
If you're going to be hit, that's the way.
An inside fastball from Dennis Cook. Just grazed Keith Lockhart.
2-0 pitch, hit high and deep to left, but Moises Alou will be under it, shy of the track. So that's the second out in the Atlanta 7th. McGriff had an RBI single in the first. Since then, he's grounded out twice. The 2-2 pitch. Slapped to short. Renteria gets the force with his toss to Counsell, taking care of Lockhart there. The Braves have just 2 more turns at bat left, and they trail by 2 after 7. Minutes of fame at the time, but we're still talking about it 5 years later. Alou hits one softly into shallow center field. Lockhart back. Lofton in. Lockhart has it.
Let's take a look at where some...
hard to overstate his value. Liner caught by Lockhart. Nagel in his second inning of work out of the bullpen for the first time this year. At shortstop, Blauser. And the Marlins go quickly in the 8th. We're in the 8th. Nobody on, nobody out. And the 2-2 pitch. Popped it up. Shallow center field, Renteria.
Another good pitch by Cook inside.
A native of Meridian, Mississippi, lives now in Tennessee.
Pretty good start, but around the middle of the season, they threw him a steady diet of breaking balls.
And he goes down looking.
That didn't take very long. A couple of breaking balls and a fastball right on the outside corner to put him away. 96 miles an hour.
Shot to short, Renteria. The Braves go out in order. 3 outs left to them. Marlin bullpen doing the job.
And a tough guy.
Nagel's going to work 3 innings here. And he starts the 9th by slipping a called third strike past Dalton.
Fastball on the outside corner that Dalton looked at and
Close it. A bouncer to third. Chipper Jones charges, short hops it, makes a nice play. And Devon White wears an 0 for 5 collar. Was probably against the best team they faced in all those World Series, at least for a single season, the 1995 Cleveland Indians. Down goes Renteria. The Braves need 2 in their half to keep this thing going. Ned coming in, and we're stepping aside for just a moment. Allowing no runs, 2 hits, striking out 15, and walking.
Home run doesn't do a thing. Makes it only a 1-run game, but not to walk it.
Nen has it. A high throw. Conine comes back to tag him. A bit of a misadventure, but they get the first out on the 9th.
Nice play on a comebacker
For a while. In the mid-90s. And he hits this ball in the air to left center field. It's pretty well hit. But calling for it is Devon White on the warning track. And the Marlins are 1 out away from jumping in front in this series. They're 9th in 13 tries against Atlanta this year. And they will have beaten Maddux. A bouncing ball, lofted very fast, charging his counsel. He makes a nice play, and this game is over. So Leland gets the jump on Bobby Cox. And the bottom line here is defense counts even more in the postseason, and even when you have Greg Maddux going,